Hello adventurers, and welcome to today's Expedition Erudite, Weird Theory of the Week. Few things are as strange as consciousness. What is it? Where does it come from? Now today we won't be looking at either of those questions. Instead, we will take a look at what it could possibly do. Specifically, we will look at a theory which posits consciousness itself is the reason the universe and everything in it exists. Biocentrism. So, strap on your knowledge knapsack, adventurers, and join me as we launch today's Expedition Erudite, Weird Theory of the Week. Developed by scientist Robert Lanza, biocentrism is an intriguing concept that places life and consciousness at the center of the universe's understanding. It asserts that the universe only exists because of an observer's consciousness, merging ideas from quantum physics and suggesting that our understanding of time and space is subjective. It provocatively argues that life creates the universe, rather than the other way around, fundamentally challenging conventional scientific thought. To begin our understanding of this theory, let's first look at the man that proposed it. Robert Lanza is an American medical doctor, scientist, and philosopher, renowned for his pioneering contributions to biotechnology and regenerative medicine. Born on February 11, 1956 in Boston, Massachusetts, Lanza showed an early interest in science and biology. He has made significant strides in stem cell research and cloning, playing a pivotal role in efforts to clone endangered species and develop stem cell-based therapies. His diverse expertise spans several scientific disciplines, establishing him as a leading figure in applying theoretical science to biological problems. In addition to his achievements in biology, Lanza is well known for his work in theoretical physics, particularly the development of this theory of biocentrism. This theory, detailed in his books and numerous articles, has sparked both interest and controversy. Lanza combines his deep knowledge of biology with an intricate understanding of physics and philosophy. His work in biocentrism reflects a lifetime of challenging traditional scientific perspectives and underscores his unique position at the intersection of hard science and philosophical inquiry. So, what does the theory actually say? Central to biocentrism is the idea that life and consciousness are fundamental to the nature of reality. According to this theory, our understanding of the universe is inherently linked to our perception as conscious beings. Lanza argues that space and time, as we understand them, are not hard external realities, but are tools of the human mind used to interpret sensory information. At the heart of biocentrism is the notion that biology precedes the universe, rather than the universe preceding life. This theory incorporates elements from quantum physics, particularly the principle of superposition, which suggests that particles exist in multiple states simultaneously and are only defined when observed. Lanza uses this to propose that the universe operates on similar principles, existing in all possible states until observed or measured. This radical rethinking suggests that the universe is tailored to life, with consciousness playing a critical role in its formation and structure. But is there anything that actually supports this weird theory? The primary support for biocentrism comes from quantum mechanics, particularly experiments like the double-slit experiment, which demonstrates the role of observation in altering physical outcomes. In this double-slit experiment, a beam of light, or individual particles such as electrons, is directed at a barrier with two parallel slits. On the other side of the barrier, a screen records the arrival of the light or particles. When both slits are open, instead of two distinct lines corresponding to the slits, an interference pattern emerges on the screen, indicative of wave behavior. This pattern resembles what would be seen if waves of water passed through the slits and interfered with each other. However, when the experiment is observed and the path of each particle is measured, the particles behave like distinct particles, not waves, and the interference pattern disappears, leaving two distinct lines. This peculiar behavior demonstrates that particles can exhibit both wave-like and particle-like properties, challenging classical intuitions about the nature of matter and light. Additionally, the concept of quantum entanglement, or as Einstein called it, spooky action at a distance, suggests a universe intricately linked to observation and consciousness. Quantum entanglement is a phenomenon in quantum physics where pairs or groups of particles interact in such a way that what one does, its entangled partner also does, even when the particles are separated by distances of billions of light years. This means that measurements performed on one particle instantly influence the state of the other, no matter how far apart they are. Moreover, the relativity of time and space, as described in Einstein's theory of relativity, is another pillar of support for Lanza's theory. Time dilation, where time moves differently depending on the observer's relative speed, aligns with biocentrism's view that time is a human-constructed perception. These aspects of quantum mechanics and relativity offer a scientific framework consistent with biocentrism's core premises, supporting the idea that consciousness is central in the fabric of reality. Though it is based in legitimate studies and science, let's now look at the counter-arguments for biocentrism. Critics of the theory tend to highlight its speculative nature and lack of empirical grounding. While it draws on quantum mechanics principles, critics argue that these have not been convincingly applied to the macroscopic world of human consciousness. The leap from quantum phenomena to a consciousness-centric universe is seen as a significant stretch, lacking concrete evidence and relying on philosophical conjecture. This lack of empirical evidence and reliance on extrapolation are major points of contention. Furthermore, biocentrism's lack of falsifiability, a key criterion in scientific theory, is a point of critique. This theory cannot be tested. There is no way to run an experiment, simulation, or study to determine its true validity. Its assertions, more philosophical than observable, place biocentrism more in the realm of metaphysical speculation than empirical science, making it a fascinating yet controversial theory that continues to stimulate debate between science and philosophy. However, without that falsifiability, most scientists don't give it much weight. But is it true? Well, because of that lack of falsifiability, there really isn't any way to know for sure. But it is an interesting question to ask. Thanks, adventurers, for coming along with me on today's Expedition Erudite Weird Theory of the Week. And until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep learning.